100 naira ko. Estamba seko.
Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to another exciting edition of Lagos This Morning. A lot have happened since yesterday and also this morning, and we would be giving you the update right now. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide.
I am Adene Adiola. Welcome to Lagos This Morning.
All right, let's take a look at the major headlines for today. Tinubu's age not a barrier, says APC chieftain. Northern Christians endorse Peter Obi, says Babachir Lawal. The G5 governors shun Atiku in Abia campaign. Drama as Soludo embraces Obi, says rift only political. PDP is one big united family, IU declares. Nigerians react as 23-year-old Governor Umahi's son, Osborn Nweze, bags master's degree in the UK.
Wow. Now the news and details. Tinubu's age not barrier, says APC chieftain. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Mike Swan, has taken a swipe at the opposition parties and critics of the ruling party's presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, who sees his age as a barrier. This is as a disclosure that the former Lagos State governor has no problem with the deployment of the bimodal voter accreditation system for the 2023 general elections.
Well. Tinubu's age not a barrier has been said by the APC chieftain. I think the APC chieftain would be speaking from the political side, or let's say the emotional side, because I'm not saying this based on sentiment or something, but I like to nail people with their words or their actions and also their antecedent. We would notice that over some weeks ago now, some months ago, no matter how short or any place Tinubu speaks without reading from a paper or actually a write-up, usually makes some kind of blunders, usually flop. Because he has said so many different things whereby it is very, very hard to reason along the same line with him. And only his spokesperson just kind of come up with a damage control technique and there's no way you actually defend those things and not look foolish.
Yes.
Because he said something like people tweeting on WhatsApp. You don't tweet on WhatsApp. It's not possible. You tweet on Twitter. He said it categorically that he was warned not to speak out of script. So it's just like telling a kid that when this person comes, tell this person I'm not around. And the person comes for real and you say, my dad said I'm not around. So this kind of thing, I said bulaba, balablu, all those kind of different things. So him coming out to say it is not about age. Come on. This man, before now, we know he used to be active. He has never been making this kind of blunders before. So now, what is happening now? Age is actually, nature is doing its own thing. It's just obeying the law of diminishing returns. When everyone gets to that kind of age, it is normal. It is normal to actually say this kind of things. So I think it's wrong to have said that.
Well, Tinubu's, we don't really know his age, to be candid, because he has not really come out to say this is his age or anything. We are just like guessing, this man is 80, this man is 80 something, this man is... We don't really know his age, but then I feel like the man is stressing himself too much. There was this chieftaincy title that was given to him in Ebonyi State yesterday. I saw him, like, I was like, I felt this pity for him, like, I feel like they are stressing this man. Maybe some people are the one pushing him to be like, he should go for this presidency seat that is fit for it. But I feel like the man is stressing himself. Like what El-Rufai said. El-Rufai said he has told him that he should step down and give room for the young ones. Do you think some people are like telling him like, Baba, you can do it, Baba, you can do it?
Of course. Maybe because what they feel that they would gain if...
Oh, the man is actually, I'm not saying he's not fit though, but then when it comes to age and health status, I don't think he has the capacity and the energy, like what a young person will do.
Okay.
Sure you get, so
Yeah.
this person saying age is not a barrier. Age is a barrier. You can't tell my grandma to come and contest for presidency now. Even the kids will be like, no, you cannot. Sorry, please don't stress yourself. Just go and rest. Exactly. I think people are not like giving him the candid advice that he needs.
Well, let's move on quickly. Northern Christians endorse Peter Obi, says Babachir Lawal. The former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, has stated that the Northern Christians are in support of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. Lawal, who was speaking at an interview, said Obi had more chances of winning the election than the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. When asked why he chose to endorse the Labour Party presidential candidate, the APC chieftain said a government by the duo of Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed would give Nigeria its desired peace. Well, what do you have to say about that?
He said Peter Obi is the best candidate.
Yes.
Okay, there is this BP Nigerian lady, Mercy. She said she had a dream that Peter Obi won the election, and her dream always comes to pass. I was like, oh, amazing. So we should now follow prophetess Mercy that Peter Obi is going to win the election. Many people are actually vying for Peter Obi, but then I also read the other candidates, Success, as they also bid for the election, because everything is a race in this life. Whoever comes first is going to be the president.
Of course.
So I'm not going to say Peter Obi is the right candidate or Tinubu is the right candidate or Atiku is the right candidate. Whoever is fit enough to preside over Nigeria should go for it.
Well, so far so good. People have come outside to say Peter Obi. Just like 8 years ago, we said Buhari is the Messiah, he has the military knowledge, he'll be able to tackle Boko Haram. But what happened? They just only changed Boko Haram's name to bandits.
To
Fulani
headsmen.
They only changed the name. That's just
like they just changed the naira, the color of the naira.
Just like changing the color of the naira as well, and saying
nothing has changed in this country since the tenure of Buhari began. So.
Well, I'm not saying that Peter Obi would not actually perform if he gets to become the president of Nigeria, but at times I just sit down and just reason, because politicians can just position themselves at times to where the people are feeling the pain. So you see them as a solution. Because we've always listened to so many promises over the years. Your 4 years will be 4 years. ASU would not strike again. Would fight terrorism, would fight corruption. But what has happened? Nothing. They've always come up with excuses just to say, then the lockdown came, COVID-19, so many different things. Ukraine and Russia war that does not even concern Nigeria here. So, well, I wish all of them well. That's just it. Let's move on.
All right, the next one. G5 governors shun Atiku in Abia campaign. 5 governors of the People's Democratic Party, led by the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, the G5 governors did not campaign for the presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, as they flagged off the 2023 elections campaign in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, on Thursday. Speaking during the campaign, Wike vowed that the group, now known as Integrity Group, would continue to fight for equity, fairness, and justice for the benefit of the poor masses. He urged Abia residents to follow Governor Okezi Ikpeazu and ensure that all the PDP candidates for the 2023 general elections were elected.
A G5 governor shunning Atiku.
This is really.
It's interesting. It's getting interesting.
Wike is up to something. I don't know what he's up to, but he's up to something.
Wike, he has made his position known to Atiku and other big wigs in the PDP. They want equity, they want fairness. Agreement is agreement. He told me that if you become the presidential flag bearer, the PDP chairman would step down for a southerner. But now, what are you saying? He wants to change the rule. So it's just unacceptable. Nobody would actually agree to that, because Wike is not only saying this thing because of himself. He's telling them that, how do I convince my people to vote for you when we don't have representatives in the PDP? The flag bearer is from the north, whereby the PDP chairman is also from the north. So how do I go to my people and tell them to support you guys and support us? It will be like I'm telling them to support the north. So it's just clear. It's a clear thing to do. If Atiku is ready to settle this rift, he knows what to do.
Yeah.
He knows what to do. He has to obey Wike, and then everything will just settle. But these 5 governors now shunning his campaign, I actually think, well, they are making it known to him that we are not for you. We will still be in this PDP, we will still be here, but we will not work for you. And if he's ready to settle the rift, he knows what to do. He has to obey them. That's just it. Let's go to the next one. Drama as Soludo embraces Obi, says rift is political. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, on Thursday met at Awka, the Anambra State capital. The two men met at St. Patrick's Catholic Church during the Thanksgiving Mass for Most Reverend Paulinus Eze Okafor in celebration of his 70th birthday, and were seen embracing each other while exchanging pleasantries. When Soludo got into the church, he quickly went to where Obi was sitting and hugged him while people watched with surprise. Soludo, who described the rift between him and Obi as mischievous, insisted that the former Anambra governor remained his brother, irrespective of their political differences.
Amazing.
So, what do you have to say about that?
Like you only see, politics is a game of interest.
Of course.
So these people, they know what they are doing, they know what's up, they know where they meet, they know where they have dinner together and talk about politics.
Yeah.
So this me, I don't understand politics. They understand the game very well. Like they understand the game very well. I can't say these people, I don't know what they are up to. Soludo came out the other day and was saying all manner of things against Peter Obi. Well, Peter Obi is a very simple man though.
Okay.
So if it were to be another politician, I don't know, probably wouldn't have hugged Soludo.
Yes.
But Peter Obi is a simple man and a very easygoing man. So I think they did the right thing by hugging each other.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's it.
Well, I always tell people that these people, they don't have personal issues. It's just like they're playing game. It's just like playing PS2 on maybe on the screen or something. It's just like playing games whereby you defeat your opponent. It does not mean that you're actually fighting in real life. You are just trying to win that particular game. And you winning this person does not mean there's personal rift between you guys. So if you are watching, this is Lagos This Morning. We've talked about so many topics, from Northern Christians endorsing Peter Obi to drama as Soludo embraces Obi, and the next one, the G5 governors shunning Atiku in Abia campaign. Tinubu's age is not a barrier, says APC chieftain. You can be part of this program by dropping your comment and we reading it out and also discuss about it.
All right. PDP is a one big PDP is a one big united family, Ayu declares. The national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Iyocha Ayu, has come out to declare that the party is a one big united family. His declaration follows the crisis still rocking the leadership of the party and the 5 aggrieved governors, popularly known as the G5 governors in the PDP. The G5, led by the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, are aggrieved that because of Ayu's refusal to resign his position as national chairman for a person of Southern extraction. The aggrieved governor have insisted that they are on their stand, claiming agitating for equity in the zoning process within the party is what they stand for.
Are you declaring that the PDP is united family? I think it's just trying to do a damage control technique. It's trying to downplay the effect of these G5 governors removing themselves from the PDP campaign. It is only normal for the chairman to come out. A chairman wouldn't come out and say PDP is divided. No, it will further divide the party. But him coming out to say, okay, we are still one big family. Yeah, to some extent, they are still a family, because brothers actually fight in the family, and they don't, because of that, say they won't be in that family anymore. Yeah, they are still one family, but they are divided between themselves. Inside themselves, they are divided. So I think he's just lying to himself or just doing damage control, because PDP is clearly divided. And the PDP flag bearer saying that he's the unifier when you can't even unite your family. It's just like a man saying he would unite a country or unite a community.
And his family is not
when united. His family is divided. So, and they say charity begins at home. Yeah. What you can't do with few people, you want to do with over 200 million people. It is impossible. It's just like saying that when a man has a peaceful family and is organizing his family well, then he can be trusted with other group of people, because that has tested his ability to lead people. When you can't lead your party very well, you have aggrieved people. You have to walk up to them and meet them. Even if you can't meet their agreement anymore, you have to come up with another way or another means by negotiating with them. An article that can't come to a table and sit with Wike, is it the one that will negotiate with ASU if he becomes the president? Or is it the one that will go to this bandit and kind of fight them or negotiate or fight corruption? No, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. So I don't believe PDP is one united family. It is probably the Labour Party, SDP, and then APC that can still to some extent say that they are united. But when it comes to unity, PDP is just at the lowest point. So that's just it about that. On to the next one. Nigerians react as 23-year-old Governor Umahi's son, Osborn Nweze, bags masters in the UK university. Osborn Nweze, the son of Ebonyi State Governor, trended on social media today as photos of him receiving his master's degree at Aberdeen University surfaced online. Nigerians were quick to point out that children of the elite are studying abroad while there is no academic disruption, while the government has been reluctant to break the deadlock with ASU, thereby keeping the children of the masses at home. Yeah, Nigerians reacting to
23 years old.
Yes. Bagging his master's degree in the
23.
UK.
And ASU went on strike for like 8 months. And it's likely for another strike to ensue.
Of course.
Because they have not done the bidding of the ASU.
Of ASU, yeah.
So now a 23-year-old bagging master's degree. Why ASU is going on strike and the government not doing anything about it?
Yes.
Amazing.
Very, very amazing.
They can never allow their kids to school in Nigeria.
Of course.
Because they know that the education in Nigeria is a mess. Amazing. That's very. I'm happy for the guy. I'm really happy for the guy. But then, I just hope this government and the people in government, they will allow their kids to face what normal Nigerian students are going through. Because our schools will go on strike, and then they will go on strike and resume like after 9 months, and then they will be rushing
the academic
calendar. Some students are currently doing their exams today, like they are doing their exams today, and most of them are complaining that they just resumed, like to assimilate everything they were taught within just a month that they resumed. Is really hard on them. Like Nigeria's education is really a mess, so it's very, very annoying. If they can do what the other countries are doing in Nigeria, this would be there will be less problem in Nigeria.
Of course.
I don't know, is it not possible for education to be good in Nigeria?
Actually, it's possible.
Because many people are willing to get educated in Nigeria, but the system in Nigeria is poor. Very poor, and they are not even working towards it or to do anything about it at all. Even the person soliciting for the government, that's Chris Ngige, whatever his name is called, he's not even making any attempts. Even for the sake of the students, let us do the bidding of these lecturers. Because if the lecturers are not well paid or they are not well settled, will they be able to teach the students anything? Even if they are going to teach, marking the script alone, some lecturers are very, very strict. They will mark it anyhow, and you can't complain. It's only when you have money you'll be able to settle the lecturers, which is the truth. So the education system in Nigeria is really fucked up. If they can bring whatever they are doing abroad to Nigeria, it would be great.
Well, it's not as if they can't do it, but they are not ready to do it. They want to weaponize everything, weaponize the education sector, weaponize poverty, weaponize unemployment. So by the time there's election, they'll be able to find something to promise everyone again. I actually think first, my opinion, for a 23-year-old to bag his master's degree in the Nigerian setting here, a 23-year-old is just writing JAMB. He's just looking for admission. A 23-year-old here, or probably still in the university.
He has been writing the JAMB since 19-year-old, and the university didn't give him admission or anything.
Obviously, and a typical 23-year-old person here in Nigeria in the education line would actually still be chasing his BSc or HND or even ND as a 23-year-old, and you are not even sure when you are graduating unless you are in a private university. If you are in a public university or public tertiary institution entirely, you don't even know. If you say, okay, you are studying a 4 years course, there is tendency, there's probability, there is no way you can graduate in 4 years time, because ASU will come up with that nonsense.
Exactly.
Probably they add maybe extra 1 year, because I could remember my own ND and HND with strike and everything. It was almost like 6 years, 4 years cost down to 6 years, plus the COVID-19 as well. So it's just something else in Nigeria. It's just something else. I think our leaders, if a country works, the leaders will take the flowers, they will take the honor, because they have really worked. And if it does not work, don't even blame the masses. They are the one making the policies, they are making the decision. They control the resources of Nigeria, so they ought to be blamed, regardless of what they say, regardless of the way you see it. Either you are a fan of any political party, be it the ruling party or the opposition one, I don't care about that. So far, they are not doing what is right. The education sector has been deteriorating right from when I've been born, and I've known what is going on, known my left from my right. There's no good thing you can bring out from the education sector. Nothing, totally. So that's just the truth. That's just the real reality about it. So I can see Mr. Ari Roberts saying, hi, good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. You can also drop your comment. We're talking about the 23-year-old Governor Dave Umahi's son bagging what's it called, master's degree in the UK varsity, while the children of the masses are here in Nigeria struggling with ASU. I just hope and pray that the next government will actually look into the education sector, because there is no functioning country, with a good economy that would not invest
in education.
Because that is where even our leaders, they were once students that have been taught by teachers. So now, if you even then, back then, I heard that they were doing free education from the primary level to tertiary to everything. They get many things for free. So they now depriving these people now. I can see Mr. Nicodemus I sang LP. Well, I don't know what's trying to say there, but thank you so much for joining us on this exciting program, Lagos, this morning. All right, let's take a look at what we've discussed so far. Let's take a recap. We talked about Tinubu's age not being a barrier, has been said by APC chieftain. Tinubu's age not being a barrier. Well, Tinubu's age, we know. There are videos, so many videos outside there showing that his age is now a barrier for him. Had it been he said this like 5, 10 years, 15 years ago, yes, we would have said, okay, yeah, that's fine. His age is now a barrier for him, has been seen and confirmed by recent videos where he has made slurred speeches and blunders. So his age is a barrier. Northern Christians endorsing Peter Obi, says Babachir Lawal. Well, what do you have to say about that in conclusion?
Well, it is their choice. It is what they want, so they should go for it.
Wow.
If it is Babachir Lawal that we they know that this person
because
can
Lawal
perform.
is from APC.
They know it can perform. That's why they go for Peter Obi. It is what they want, so they let them go for whatever they want and for whoever they want.
Well, what I would just advise is that regardless of anybody endorsing any human being, just watch them, listen to them, watch their rate of believability. How convinced are you? All those things they say, is it achievable in the next 4 years? Anybody can come up with any beautiful idea or policy, but there are some ideas that you can never achieve them on your own. You can achieve them by laying a good foundation, but you can't just bring it now. It's just like saying, okay, the naira and the dollar would be the same. No, it's not possible. You can't do that in the next 4 years. It's not possible. You can say, okay, let's look at the next 10 years, the next 15 years, we can chase this thing. So all those kind of promises, let's look at how they can be achieved. If it won't be achieved in the next 4 to 8 years, then it should be thrown out of the window. Now, the G5 governors shun Atiku in Abia campaign. What does that mean for Atiku? What does that mean for
it? Means if you're not going to do our bidding, we're not going to be by you. That's it. You're on your own.
Yeah, I think it spells doom for Atiku. That is a big red flag. And if at this point in time, I don't even understand, well, people have their opinion, they have their choice in supporting anybody they feel like supporting. But for someone like me, before I would actually see things from your perspective, I would actually check your antecedent and what you've been doing, the way you have been managing people around you. Because you have to manage people well around you before you say you want to take a larger chunk to manage. The PDP's population is not even up to 1% of Nigerian population. The entire PDP, the stakeholders, and even 0.01% of Nigeria's population, and you can't call the aggrieved people and actually settle what you have with them. So I just think, well, the earlier the better. And if it doesn't, okay, it's a plus for the other party as well. So he can choose either ways. So drama as Soludo embraces Obi, says rift is political. Well, like we used to say, politics is a game of interest. There is no personal fight there. You can argue today and just cause themselves and say different things, but tomorrow they actually hug each other. So my candid advice of people out there, I think the electorate are the ones actually fighting for these political leaders and actually saying sort. You know, when you go online on Twitter, you actually see people abusing themselves just because of one man there that does not even care about you, that does not even know that you exist. These men actually sit on the same table. They will eat together. They wine and dine together. They wine and dine together. Even from all various political parties, they give contract to themselves. Even you will notice that their children get married to themselves, but you would carry different political party on your head. Not even your business, not even your family. You carry them on your head.
And most of these people carrying politics on their head, they don't even have 5 naira in their account.
It's just shocking. It's alarming. Some people they are ready to lay down their lives for a political party. When their leader I saw a video on Twitter where Tinubu and Atiku, then they were greeting each other. It was just like Jagaban. They were hailing each other. They were happy to see each other. But when you come to the street here, someone supporting the opposition party and the ruling party, they start fighting because of what? Why? No, I think we need liberation. We need to liberate ourselves. We don't need to fight. You can support a different person while the other person supports his own. And election is a game of numbers. The larger chunk wins.
Exactly.
Then the other one will follow. You have to agree. So the next one, are you saying PDP is one big family, which doesn't go down well with me. Everybody knows, it is audible to the deaf and visible to the blind that PDP is going on as an implosion in their family. In their family, okay, let's call it family right now. So the last one, the 23-year-old boy bagging his master's degree in the UK. Wow. Students here are still slugging it out with the ASU and the federal government and the Minister for Employment, Chris Ngige, as well.
I think that's why there is no employment in Nigeria.
Of course.
Because it's the one that is there.
Imagine.
It's the one because the man that hates education so much is the Minister for Employment. So how are we going to get employed in Nigeria?
That's another thing. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this exciting program, Lagos This Morning, where we give you updates and also talk about trending topics from the political scene to the economic scene to the entertainment scene. Alright, we will come your way tomorrow again for another exciting show. I remain myself, Olajide Taufik Olamide.
I am Adele Adela. Thanks for watching Lagos This Morning.
All right, thank you for watching, and do have a lovely day ahead till we see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye for now. And also do well to join Christian Chuku
On
Bystanders. Do well to join Christian Chuku on Bystanders. Bye for now.
Andre Nereko, Estamba Seko.